Today we are doing lesson 5.3. Starts on page 243. And our lesson is about problem solving and acting out addition problems. Our essential question is, how can you solve problems using the strategy acted out? So normally, if I had you all in front of me, this would be a day where we would get up out of our seats and model and act these out together. So 4 of you would be in front of the classroom taking turns acting out each of these problems. So after we go through this, if you want to look at these pages and have your family members help you act it out for practice, that'd be great. So, we're going to start on this front page here. Listen to this addition word problem. I'm going to trace the addition sentence. So it doesn't show our counters today, so we're going to have to look at our pictures that are our model instead of our counters in the 10 frame. So we have 2 friends painting, and then we're going to add 2 more friends, 1, 2, because 2 more friends come over to paint. And this sign right here is called the equals sign. So when we have this sign, it's kind of like before in the other lessons, how we did 2 plus 2 is 4. But now when it has this sign, we have to say is equal to. It's important that we practice saying it that way, because as we get better at math, we get bigger problems, there's different ways and different teachers that it won't be right if you don't do it that way. So I'm just helping you practice do it, so when you get into harder math problems, you've got good practice using the right vocabulary. So 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. So we had 2 friends, we added 2 more, and now we have 4. 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. On this page, we have 2 friends playing in the sand. 1, 2. 2 friends playing in the sand. We're going to add 1 more friend. So 2 kids plus 1 kid is equal to 1, 2, 3 kids. And then we can read it like this. 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. Same thing if I have counters. 2 counters plus 1 counter is equal to 1, 2, 3. We're just putting those together. Now, if you have people with you, you can act this out, but it's going to be only our big families that can really act this out, because you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. Or you can use stuffed animals, or you can use crayons, or you can even use your counters if you want. But if you have enough people or animals in your house to act it out, you can do that too and change the story problem to match. So we have 1, 2, 3 kids eating at the table. How many kids are eating at the table? 3. And we're going to add 2 more. So one way you might hear this as, there are 3 kids eating lunch. 2 more come over to eat lunch. How many kids are eating lunch now? That's just a different way to say this. 3 kids plus, we're giving more to the group. 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. Next page. So for this one, it wants us to say our own word problem. So we have to use the picture to come up with one. I'll give you a second to look at these and see what your story problem would be. Adults helping the kids right now, this is important for them to be able to come up with their own story. Sometimes they will make up their own with just given numbers. Sometimes it will give them a picture for them to verbalize the story problem. So have them practice that. Try to have them come up with one. If they need assistance, that's all right, but try having them do this on their own first. So we have to tell a story about these puppies here so it matches these numbers. So my story is going to be, there are 3 puppies sitting on the ground. One more puppy comes over to join them. So when I say that one more puppy, that's this one part, one more puppy comes over, he's going to join the group, he's adding himself to that group. So 3 plus 1, because our 3 puppies plus this one more coming over is equal to 4 puppies. So you might say there are 3 puppies sitting on the ground. One more puppy walks over. How many puppies are sitting now? For this one down here, it wants us to draw a picture to match this addition sentence. So you can draw whatever you want as long as it matches the addition. Remember, this is a plus sign and it means addition or to add to. So my story is going to be, 1 apple is on the ground. 4 more apples fall from the tree and are on the ground. How many apples are on the ground now? Or you could say, Mrs. Medja ate 1 cookie. At lunchtime, she ate 4 more cookies. How many cookies did she eat in all? So 1 plus 4 is equal to, and then you have to join those 2 together. So 4, I usually start with the bigger one because it's easier to add on smaller numbers. So we have 4 and 1 more. We'll learn more about that later, but watch this picture here. If I count this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or I count this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's a sneaky way that this sign, it doesn't matter which way you add it, it comes out with the same number. Not all of our math problems are going to work like that, but when we work with our plus sign and we're adding groups together, it doesn't matter which way you add them, you're still going to get the same. That's like, I'll show you another way. If I have 1 counter and I add 2 more, I have 1, 2, 3. But if I say I have 2 counters and I add 1 more, and I flip the way I said it, we still have 1, 2, 3. So 4 and 1 more is 5. And then for the practice and homework page, you are going to tell someone at home a story for this picture. They gave you the pictures. You have to come up with the word problem or the story to match the pictures and the numbers. You have it for 4 plus 1 is equal to something, and 3 plus 2 is equal to something. On the back, tell an addition word problem. So same thing. You are going to come up with a word problem to match that picture and these numbers. Trace the numbers and the symbols. Write the number that shows how many cats are in all. you are going to count and tell how many tigers, write the number. Count how many bears, write the number on this top part. And then you're going to draw to show a set of counters that has the same number as the set of bears. So this is the set of bears. You're going to count how many, write the number, and then you're going to draw a set of counters that has the same number of bears and write that number there. So it's not greater, it's not less, it's the same number today. And then send me a picture of the lesson check page, this page, and your practice homework page. I would like you to also, over one of your pictures, or on a separate slide, however you want to do it, record yourself either in a video. You can do a video of showing me this and record it, or you can put a picture up and record it with the microphone. Tell me one of your story problems that goes with this math problem. So choose one, either the top one here, number 1 in the red apple, or number 2 in the yellow sun, and tell me your story problem, which means like the words or the story that goes along with the picture. Like when I did this and I said there are 3 kids sitting at the table. 2 more come over to sit down. How many kids are in all? That would be a story problem like that. All right. This is a more detailed one. Your brains are growing. We're working on harder math. So keep practicing, do your best, and I'm excited to see how much we learned this year.